Welcome. Let's flow on this mat. Let me put my workout on. All right, let's flow. We're going to start on hands and knees, making sure the hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and we're just going to rock this side to side. And not really so much of an arch in the back or a hunch, more in a tabletop. So a flat back, and just let it rock side to side. So today we're really going to think about connecting the breath, um, really focusing on the inhales and the exhales, breathing in and out of the nose. And then we'll have some moments, maybe in some of the poses, where we open the mouth wide and really line breath it out, sticking the tongue out if you choose, but really exhaling out of the mouth. So now let's go into these circles. Take these circles as deep as you choose. Pause wherever you need to. When you come forward, inhale. When you take it back, exhale. And really be mindful of where you're sending the breath. So feel the body wherever you feel tension, wherever you feel tightness, pain, whatever it may be. Send that exhale breath there. Let's take it in the opposite direction. And as you take this last one back, bring the big toes together. Drop the forearms down to the ground. You can walk the forearms back closer to you. So forearms are pressing down into the ground. So we're going to hunch this out and round the back, tuck the chin. And then we're going to bring it back just to neutral. So we're not arching. We're just bringing it to neutral. Gaze is in between the thumbs. We'll hunch it again. Exhale. Bring it to neutral. Take that inhale. Two more. Exhale. Neutral. Inhale. Last one. Exhale. And bring it back neutral. Walk the hands forward. Spread the knees wider if you need more space. Oh, and you can twist this out or you can hold it still. And then we're going to bring it back up onto all four hands and knees. Curl the toes under. We're going to lift the knees just about an inch off of the ground. Hold it here. Breathe through the body. Good. Drop the knees. Sit it back on the heels. Toes are curled under. Remember, stretching your toes. It's so important that we stretch our toes. This may be a burning sensation for some of you, and maybe it just means that you need to do this more often. For some of you, you could sit here forever, but let's just stretch out these toes. Stay with your breath. Good. Bringing it back forward. We'll take the knees, bring them all the way up off the ground. We're going to push the hips back. Keep the knees bent in your first downward dog. And then as we start to straighten the legs, really bicycle it out. You can rock the hips side to side, whatever movement you need, but move it because we're still warming up. So really feel the body. Then let's take the legs wide so feet come to the edges of the mat. Really press back here. And then add some more movement. So whatever that looks like for you, you can even take it forward and do a circle and push it back. Or you can just rock the hips side to side, or maybe you like the circles. Whatever you choose, it's bring movement to the body. And then bringing the feet back to hip distance apart. We're going to drop the knees back down to the ground. I want you to rotate your palms down to the ground, fingers point in towards you. So let's stretch these wrists. See if you can sit it back some. If you have on a watch, it's probably not the most comfortable thing. Or bracelets, and I have on both, but see if you can sit it back some. Stretch out these wrists. You do not want the palms to come up off the ground. And then taking it back forward, peel it away. So lifting the palm up on one hand, pressing fingers, release. Opposite side, palm lifts, press through the fingers and release. We're going to bring this and extend the right leg straight back behind you. So we're going to be doing some pivoting here on the knee. So if you feel like you need a pillow, please grab your pillow. But I want you to pivot the left toes out. We're going to open the hips to the side, so like a warrior two position. We're going to reach the right arm up and just hold it here. So I want you to really square off these hips, length through the spine, reaching that right arm up, and just breathe. Remember, I said we're focused on the breath here. So wherever you feel that tension in the body as you're holding this pose, send the breath there. Good. Release it all the way down, coming back to all four hands and knees. Just rocking the hips side to side. Give the body a moment to release. We'll extend left leg back. Foot is flexed. That right foot, we're just going to kick it out to the side as we open up. Same pose, opposite side. Reach here. Power in that right arm. So don't sink here in the shoulder. Push it away. Really open up those hips. And breathe. Good. Release it all the way down. A little bit of rocking side to side. Release the hips. And then you're going to take your right foot. We're going to bring it to the top of your mat. Left hand is going to stay on the ground. Left knee will stay on the ground. If you need to slide it back some, you can. So I want you to reach this right arm up to the ceiling. I like to curl my toes under here in the back because it kind of gives me a grip. So reaching up, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, bring that right hand, needle it all the way through under the left arm and reach. Good. Inhale it back up. Exhale, reach. Good. Once more. Inhale it up. And exhale, reach. Good. Taking that right arm back up and reach it to the ceiling. Hold it here. And then we're going to take the right arm in front of you. So reach forward so we can really open it up. Plant the hands. Take that left hand, bring it beside the right. And then I want you to really sink in the hips. Open up the hips. And then walk the hands back towards you so that your chest is open and lifted. If you want to release the toes in the back, you can. We're still warming up so that knee doesn't need to drop out as much. You don't need to give the hips too much openness here because we're still warming up. Bringing that right knee back to the center. Right hand comes on the outside of the foot. Let's walk this back. Right toes point to the ceiling. Breathe. Square off the hips. Lengthen the spine as you inhale. Forward as you exhale. So you have an option to just hold it here and breathe. Or maybe you want to do your inhale by lifting back up, lengthening again, and exhaling down. It's up to you if you want to hold it or keep it moving. Good. A few more breaths here. Good. Shifting it forward, right knee bends. Bringing the hands down to the ground, lifting that left knee, send that right foot back to your downward dog. And give movement to this downward dog. Move and breathe. And whatever movement looks like for you, for your body. And then dropping the knees down to the ground. We'll take the left foot, bring it up to the top. Same thing, opposite side. Oh, hello, plants. Hello. Let me slide back a little bit. Right toes stay curled under, right knee stays on the ground, right hand stays on the ground. Reach it up, we're inhaling. Exhale, kneel it through the arm. Good, reach up, inhale. Exhale, needle. Last one, reach up. And exhale, needle. Good, reach it back up. Hold it here for that last reach. Then take the arm, reach it forward. Plant the hand, bring the right hand beside the left. Release that back toe. Get the sink here first. And then walk those hands back so that it activates you to keep your chest lifted. Remember, we're still warming up, so if you want to drop that knee out to the side some, you can, or you don't have to go this deep because the body is still getting warm. Breathe it here. Good. Bringing that knee back to the center. If it is dropped out, left hand comes on the outside. Push it back. Left leg comes straight. Lengthen here. Square off the hips. Breathe it in. And exhale, fold. Now remember, you can hold this here, or you can add movement. You can inhale it up again and exhale, fold. Stay present in that breath. And then taking it back forward. Right toes curl under, we lift. Pull the left foot back to your downward dog, whatever movement the body needs here. And then we're going to lift up on the heels really, really high, slightly bend the knees, look up towards the in between your thumbs. And then we'll take this walk to the top of your mat. Like I always say in most videos, just be mindful of when you have to lift your hands or your fingertips up off the ground. Let's take a half lift with the hands on the shins. Lengthen here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Yes, hang it out here. This should feel really, really good. Grab the elbows if you choose. If you need to bend the knees, bend the knees. And then we'll inhale it all the way up. Take all this space. Yes. Exhale it down. Coming back to that half lift. And just hold it here for a moment. Make sure that the hips are stacked over the heels. Active pose. So belly button can pull in, shoulders are down away from the ears, neck is long, so nose is pointed down to the ground. Slightly bend the knees, we'll step it back to a plank. And then we're just going to hold it here for a moment. Push the ground away, really feeling the body start to warm up. Push this back to a downward dog. We're going to do that same thing again. Lift up on the heels, slightly bend the knees, take the gaze up. Let's take a walk. Make sure you switch feet. Whichever foot stepped first the last time, switch it. This time we have a tendency, especially myself, to favor one side. So let's get away from that. Inhale to that half lift on the shins. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Yes. Always feels so good. It just quiets the mind and the body for a moment. Bending the knees. Inhale it all the way up. Take all this space. And exhale it down. Once more, back to that half lift. Hips over the heels, nose points down to the ground, shoulders pull away from the ears. Give your body space. Bending the knees, step it back to your plank. And just hold it here. Breathe. So as we're holding this, I want you to really think about just being real strong in the body. So not letting anything sink here, not letting the back arch, really pushing away power and strength in the body. And then we'll push it all the way back to a downward dog. Good. Slightly bend the knees. We're going to take your right foot, step it to the top. Arms inhale up. So we're just going to hold it here and breathe. Check in with every part of the body, toes in the back. Power through that left leg. Right knee is over the right ankle. Rib cage is pulled in. Arms are reaching up. Palms rotate in. Breathing. Bring the hands to heart center. Hold it here. You can gently press your thumbs into your chest to kind of really create this grounding moment and really ground yourself. Feel the body heating up. Find your foundation. If the body feels like it's wobbling, bring it to stillness. Ground your body. Reach the arms up. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. We're going to take this right foot, pull it all the way back, three-legged dog, kick it right up into the air. Right knee bends. So I want you to keep the shoulders squared off to the ground, but these hips are opening up. So right toes are reaching towards the left shoulder. Knee is reaching towards the ceiling. Square it off. Keep the shoulders rotated down to the ground. Good. Taking this right foot all the way back to the top. Left heel drops. We'll windmill it up. Warrior two. Keep going and reverse it. Reach. Oh, yes. Right fingertips down to the ground on the inside of the foot. Left arm reaches up. You can gaze down to the ground, out to the side, or up to the ceiling, whichever you choose. And then we're just going to close this off. So left hand comes down to the ground. Pivot on that back toe. Both hands are inside of the right foot. We're going to heel toe the right foot out. Sink in the hips. Good. So open here. If you're ready to, you can drop that right knee out. If you need to drop the left knee and release the toes, you can, or you can keep it powered up here. Good. Then that left knee does drop. Bring that right knee back in. So I'm going to heel toe my foot in just a little bit. Still sinking forward. I'm going to bend that back leg. So find your alignment here. I want my left arm to be stable. Oh, excuse me. All this twisting has me belching, releasing out the air that's no longer needed. So find your foundation here in this left hand. This right arm, let's reach it up. That right knee can drop out some if you choose. You want to find that left foot, grabbing onto the pinky side. Open here and breathe. If the hand does not reach the foot, just reach it back, or if you have a yoga strap or a tie, you can use that also. Let's just breathe here. Oh, yes. Yes, let it sink. Stay with the breath. Good. Releasing the leg down, bringing that hand back around. Right knee comes in. Right hand comes down to the ground. We lift that left knee. Pull it back to your downward dog. Movement here, whatever you need. Listen to your body. If you need to drop your knees down to the ground and take a child pose, take a child pose. Take a tabletop. Whatever it is that you need. Good. Bending the knees. Gaze forward. Take that left foot top of the mat. Good. Hello, plant. Arms inhale up. We hold it here. We find our foundation. Remember, this is always allowed to. If you need to drop that knee down, Drop it down. Listen to your body. So we're powering through that heel. Power through the back leg. Whew, use that breath if you find your body coming off balance. Front knee is stacked above the ankle. Rib cage is pulled in. We are reaching up and breathing. If the body is shaking, love it. Tell it thank you, because you are waking up. We are waking up all of these muscles. Bringing the hands together, bringing the hands down to heart center. Slightly press hands into the chest. Ground yourself more. Let the shoulders relax. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Breathe. Good. Inhale it back up. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Left foot pulls all the way back. Take it right up to your three-legged dog. Left knee bends. We open the hips. Remember, shoulders stay squared off. Right toes are reaching towards that right shoulder. Whoo. Shoulders are squared off to the ground. Reach that left knee higher and higher. Good. Bringing that left foot all the way back to the top. Drop that right knee. Warrior two. Windmill it up and reverse it. Yes. Good. Left fingertips come down to the ground. The inside right arm reaches up. You can keep this active and keep the fingertips off the ground, not have any support, or you can have some of your fingertips on the ground if you need some support here. Good. Right hand comes down to the ground. Both hands are on the inside. We pivot to the back toes. We heel toe that front foot out. We sink. We open. We drop that right knee. Left arm reaches up. We bend the right knee. We reach it back. We grab on. So sometimes for me, I have to find a position for that right hand so that I can really sink in the hips here, so that I can keep the shoulder away from the ears and open. So you can always gaze forward. You can always kind of gaze over that left knee. You can always drop that knee further out to the side. Remember, if you're dropping the knee out to the side, let the bottom of that left foot lift up off the ground. Sink, open. You should really feel this in that left shoulder. Breathe. Yes. Good. Release it down. Heel toeing that front foot back in. Left hand comes down to the ground. We lift up and pull back to your downward dog. Oh, feel that rush run through the hips, run through the back. Maybe it's running through the shoulders also. Feels so good. Drop the knees down to the ground. So a lot of times I like to take the practice right back to the beginning so that you can notice how the body has already opened up and you have more space. So let's take that right foot to the top. We're going to curl left toes under. We're keeping this left foot on the ground. Left hand stays on the ground. Right arm reaches up. So maybe even already here, you notice you have a little bit more of a twist because the body is warmed up. Needle it all the way through on your exhale. Good. Inhale it up. And exhale. Good. Once more. Take it back up. And exhale. Good. This time, bring that right hand back on the inside of the foot. So you can stay here if you choose. You can drop that knee out to the side. You can release the toes in the back. Really sink here. You are warmed up. Open up. Walk the hands back close to you as you need it so that your chest stays open. I don't want you to hunch and look down. Look forward. Then bringing that knee back to the center, planting that right foot on the ground. So maybe your stopping point is here. Maybe you have blocks that you can put here so you can drop down to the elbows, or maybe dropping down is not for you in your practice right now. Stay on the hands if you choose. Whether you're on the hands or the forearms, still look forward. If you're on the forearms, maybe you curl the left toes under, lift that left leg, and really power in this pose. Breathe. Good. Release it down. Release the toes. Bring it back up. Heel toe that right foot in. Let's shift it back. Oh, yes. Right toes point to the ceiling. This time, keep the spine long, reaching the heart towards the right toes, and breathe. Good. Pull that right foot back. Opposite side. Left foot, we bring it to the top. Right hand is on the inside. Right toes are curled under. Left arm reaches up. Good. Needle it through. Reach it up. Maybe you notice you take the twist a little deeper than the first time that we did it. Reach it through. Last time. Oh, yes. Good. Left hand comes down to the ground, releasing the right toes. We're going to heel toe it out. Stay open here. You don't have to drop your knee out. The knee can stay here. Open, sink in the hips wherever you are. Keep the chest forward and open. Shoulders away from the ears. If the knee is dropped out, let's bring it back to the center. You can stay here or you can take it down to your forearms. Stay open. Breathe. Wherever you feel that tension, send the breath there. If you're on the forearms, curl the toes under and lift. Oh, yes. Say hello to your hips and hip flexors. If you're shaking, wonderful. Breathe through it. Look forward, not down or back. Good. Releasing the knee. Push it back up to the hands. Heel toe that foot in. Oh, yes. Shift it back. And just breathe. Left foot pulls back. Good. Bringing the hands flat. We'll bring it into a downward dog. Move it or hold it still this time if you need it. As we start to slow the breath down. Lifting up on the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, walk it to the top. Coming to your half lift, hands on the shins. Breathe here, deep inhale. Exhale, fold. Yes. Just let everything melt away. Bending the knees. Inhale it all the way up. Bringing the hands to heart center. Releasing the palms down by your side, palms facing forward. Just take a moment and stand in this mountain pose. Tall, heart open, shoulders open, shoulders pulled down away from the ears. Tuck the tailbone, tilt the pelvis. Be tall, be big, be powerful here. Think of everything that you just did in this entire flow. Just take that moment to honor yourself. Eyes can be closed or open. If they're closed, I want you to imagine yourself standing at the top of this mountain. You have just conquered everything that you set out to do. If the eyes are open, I want you to imagine that you are standing on the top of this mountain and you are gazing at everything that is beneath you that you left behind. Take this moment, be present, be grounded, be love, honor yourself, be proud of yourself. Good. Bringing the hands to heart center, taking a deep inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Coming to a half lift, stepping it back to a plank. Pushing it back to your downward dog. And then dropping the knees down to the ground. Take your final child pose. Let the body sink. Let the body melt. Good. Walking the hands back, swinging the legs around. Bring it all the way down to your backs. I just got a tattoo on my back of my neck and somewhat of my upper back. So let's see how this feels for me. Whew, okay. Bring the knees into the chest. And I just want you to get gentle here. So kind of let the knees flow side to side as they start to open into a happy baby. So feet will flex, hands will come on the inside of the heels, bottoms of the feet up to the ceiling. And just hold it here. Feel everything melt. And then dropping the heels down, dropping the feet down to the ground. Arms are out by your side. Just dropping the knees to one side. Pause. And take them to the opposite side. And pause. And opposite side again. So you have an option here. You can pause here with both feet on the ground, or you have an option to lift up that right foot, place it on top of the left knee so that you can sink down even more. This is one of my favorite stretches. The foot on top of the knee just adds some gravity to it, but not too much, just the perfect amount. And then releasing the foot. Take the knees, opposite side. Again, you don't have to add the foot if it's not in your practice. For me, for this side of my body needs it a little bit longer. So if you want to come out of it, come on out of it. I'm just going to honor my body for a moment and give this side a little extra loving. Good. Releasing, bringing the knees back to the center. Arms come down by your side. Walk the feet into your bottom as close as you can. And just slightly lift the hips up off the ground just for a moment. And then lay them back down. Bringing both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then releasing, legs all the way down. Take your Savasana. Oh, you have earned it. Let the legs fall out. Rock the hips side to side if you need it. Lifting the head, lengthen, whatever movement you need to settle into this Savasana pose. And then just feel everything just melt. Your breath is still present, but maybe it's not as loud or as long. Maybe it's starting to slow down a little. Starting to lighten some. As the body starts to soften. And as I always say, this is your individual practice, so I'm not going to end the Savasana. You can spend as much time as you need to here, or you can end the video and come out of your Savasana. It is entirely up to you how you end this practice. I thank you, and I appreciate you for practicing with